In a land far away, there was an old man named Abraham. He had been blessed with a rich life and a faithful son named Isaac. But as Abraham grew older, he wished for his son to marry a kind and loving woman, someone who would care for him and help him lead a joyful life. One day, Abraham called his most trusted servant, Eliezer. "Come, my dear friend," Abraham said with a wise and gentle tone. "I need you to find a wife for my son, Isaac. But not just any woman, she must come from my homeland, a place where kindness and faith bloom." Eliezer packed camels with gifts and embarked on the journey, purposefully heading toward Abraham's homeland. The nights were cold, and the days were long, yet he knew his mission was important. Upon reaching the town of Nahor, Eliezer stopped by a well, knowing that young women would soon come to draw water for their families. He relied on his wisdom and decided to ask for a sign to help him identify the right woman for Isaac. "Lord, if you're listening," he prayed quietly, "let the right woman be the one who offers me and my camels water to drink." Before Eliezer could even finish his prayer, a young woman named Rebekah appeared, carrying her jug to the well. She filled it with water and noticed Eliezer standing nearby. With a kind heart and a beautiful smile, she offered him a drink. "Thank you," said Eliezer, grateful for her kindness. "But here, let me also draw water for your camels," Rebekah chirped cheerfully. She hurriedly filled the troughs with water, and Eliezer knew that she was the one sent by God. Eliezer gave her gifts of gold jewelry as a sign of his gratitude and asked about her family. It turned out that Rebekah was indeed from Abraham's family. Eliezer's heart leaped with joy. He was invited to Rebekah's home, where he met her family, discussed his mission, and shared tales of Abraham, Isaac, and their desire for a bride. Rebekah's family listened, and after thoughtful consideration and Rebekah's consent, they agreed to the proposal. As the sun began to rise the next morning, Rebekah said farewell to her family and set out with Eliezer to meet Isaac. The journey back was filled with tales and laughter, and soon, they approached their destination. Isaac was in the field, meditating as the warm hues of the sunset cast gentle colors across the landscape. He looked up and saw the caravan approaching. When Rebekah saw Isaac, she felt a flutter in her heart. As they met, there was a serene connection between them, as though their paths were meant to cross. Isaac brought Rebekah into his mother's tent, embraced her, and they became companions for life, filled with love and respect. Thus, Eliezer's quest had brought not only joy to Abraham and Isaac, but also a kind and gracious wife for Isaac. And in the land, they lived happily, growing families and sharing stories about faith, love, and destiny.